Hi, I'm Bennett, and a warm welcome to this Zest Smarts. This one is about transformation, the power of transformation. So I'm in a place called Polk Estate in the middle of Glasgow. As we can see, it's autumn in this neck of the woods just now. And as we can see with the trees, it's transformation. We move from one season to the next, from summer to autumn, autumn to winter. And that's life, it's the life cycle of life. And we have our noble tree that's wintered many, many, many storms and many years. And it grows again. Grows again in the next spring. So what's the spring step that we'll be taking? I'll explore that with you, the power of transformation. Sometimes you may find I'm not quite sure my purpose, and this is when we come to this area of potential transformation. So from time to time it's worthwhile just sitting down, doing what some would call reflective inquiry. How do we do that? Or one technique of doing that is simply getting a piece of paper or get your iPad or something similar and do a list, create a list of all the things that really stimulate you and get you going, your big whys, the reason that you exist. You can do it on a personal basis, you can do it on a professional basis, you can synthesize both of them together. The main principle is create a list, pick any two, you can only have one. It's like we are just now, it's coming up to Christmas time. You've got the box of chocolates. You can only have one. There's so many there, one on one. What's the one that really resonates with you? You work your way through your list till you have 2 or 3. And that helps give you direction, focus. As I mentioned previously in the mountaineering world, one can only set your compass, your bearing point, when you know where north is. We're in this wood within a place called Polk Estate this morning, and we see the sun. The sun is coming strongly from one direction. We're in a forest. So where is north? What is our direction point? But if we know, particularly in the northern hemisphere here, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. So I know where the sun is coming from, it's the east. And when I know where east is, I can then say, aha, I know where north is. And I can get my bearing, my compass point. As soon as I know where my north, south, east and west is, I can set direction. And that's a bit about understanding my purpose. What is my purpose? Where am I heading? Am I on track or not? We'll explore it a little bit further. And sometimes we find in our life's journey we're confronted with storms, similar to the trees that have been blowing down behind me here. There's storms coming through. And then that can become a decision point, a transformation point. Where is it we go now? Do we still keep the same trail or track, pathway? Do we need to deviate? So that's, as I had mentioned previously, about the dynamic risk assessment. Above, around and below, far, near, here and rear. We need to make a professional, a judgment on that. I mentioned a little bit about mountaineering. Mountaineering, one of the key things is, where is your north? Where's your north point? Once you know where north is, you can get your bearings, and you can start getting your pathway, your waypoints. So part of that I'd like to think about is, what is your purpose? What is your big why? And what could some of the waypoints be? These markers to let you know, yeah, it's okay, I'm heading on this pathway, I am meeting it, I'm generally in the right direction, the correct direction of this, and if I'm deviating at all, I've got what I would call my key performance indicators, my measures, to let me know, am I on track or not, or do I need to come back onto it again?
And now that we've found our purpose, our direction, and have an indication of our waypoints, we step boldly forward with zest and energy. We see the light and now head towards the open space. The open space that allows us that space and time for transformation. And now we're out in open space. Time for reflective thinking. What will your transformation look like? This borough collection, designed in the 70s and opened in 1983, is going through a transformation. I was involved in the initial fire safety precautions within the building. It's now being prepared for the next phase of its life. With reflection, we're now empowered to move forward.
And as we move forward in our transition, our next pathway, what opportunities will head your way. So we come to the front door of this building. It's under refurbishment just now. And we see the art and innovation built into this archway. Here in front of us we have the door of opportunity. So, are you going to knock on the door of opportunity? What will it present to you? Taking that bold step forward. As sometimes I say to my delegates in various workshops, this ability to dream, dare and dazzle your world. Until the next time, goodbye.